Now. Hi, this is Andy Davis with the Clatsop County Democratic Party, and I'm here with Patrick Duhachek. Did I say that right, Patrick? I want to make sure
you did.
Okay. Welcome, Patrick. You are running for the Sunset Empire Parks and Recreation District Board, and we wanted to ask you a few questions about you and about your candidacy to help inform the voters. So thank you for joining us today.
And thank you for having me.
Patrick, could you start with just telling us a bit about yourself and what kind of experiences and expertise you're bringing to the table for this position?
Absolutely. So my name's Patrick Duhachek. Like you said, I'm running for the Sunset Empire Park and Rec District Board, position 3. I grew up in rural Iowa. I joined the Navy when I was 21. I spent 23 years in organizational aviation maintenance and production management. Following my Navy career, I was hired by Northrop Grumman to perform maintenance concept development on unmanned aircraft and helicopters. I was also part of a contracting team that developed and sold aircraft to the United States Navy, United States Air Force, NATO, and Germany. I left Northrop Grumman in 2013 to purchase a family business here in Seaside, renting bicycles. Slowed down a little bit. My wife Denise and I are in our 8th season of operating Wheel Fun Rentals here in Seaside. We have 2 children, James and Alyssa. I believe my small town upbringing, combined with my work experience that encompasses budgets, policies, logistics, employee management, construction. We just built a new building, and maintenance bring a lot to the table for the Sunset Empire Park and Rec Board.
Great, thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome.
And can you tell us why you're running for this position in particular, and what things do you want to accomplish on the district?
Sure. So I'll be upfront. I haven't always agreed with the focus and the direction of the park district. Their constant drive to expand indoor recreation is primarily based on a 2014 survey and a recent questionnaire that reached a very limited number of the district taxpayers that provide the support for the district. That lack of reach, I believe, is reflected in the failed 2018 bond measure and in recent opposition to the recent purchase of Broadway Middle School. My goals for the district are to ensure prudent use of assets, including the facilities, the people, and the goodwill towards the community. I want to ensure that their activities and transaction are advancing its mission. I want to ensure that they obey the applicable laws and regulations. I would like to see them develop a set of bylaws, which they lack, and adhere to its stated mission and purpose. I would like to see a dedicated capital budget for renovations rather than relying on loans as they've done in the past. I would like to see a 5-year capital spending budget. I'd like to see some investment in the pool in an attempt to reduce the nearly $1 million in personnel services and materials that are required to run the pool. I think it would be interesting to team with local organizations in the development of outdoor hiking and biking trails. And I would like to see programming that reaches the greatest number of district residents.
Great. So the next question I've got, actually, you may have touched on a little bit, but it's really about in the past term. What do you think that the board could have done better, and what would you have changed about how they've acted?
Yeah, I think the biggest stumbling point was, I think they should have done a better job of evaluating Broadway Middle School before they purchased it. The purchase was made with talks of investment partnerships that didn't consider limitations on the district financing. The property, which was declared beyond use by the Seaside School District, has a land value of $2 million, and the buildings were estimated at $5.26 million for repairs. The insurance company wouldn't even insure the buildings for replacement value. just stated value. So I can't change the decisions that were made in the past. So what's important now is the direction forward. The property needs to have the costs required to make it a usable, sustaining entity weighed against the available budget required to achieve that objective. And if it's within the district's financing to make that happen, then a plan needs to be put into action. But if that's not financially feasible, then other options need to be pursued. And I think that's probably the biggest thing weighing on the district right now.
Sure. Okay. And I guess last, we've got plenty of time. Is there anything that we've missed that you'd like to add about, either what you bring to the table or other issues that we haven't brought up?
Yeah, I think I covered everything pretty well. Seaside's a great community. They're very giving. The districts has done a good job of providing activities for the citizens. And I think with a little more direction that they can do even more or a better job of providing those services. And I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for the district.
Great. Patrick, I want to thank you again for coming and talking to us, and thank you especially for being willing to run for office and serve the public in this way. We really appreciate people that are putting their time and effort on the line to help their community. So thank you.
All right. Thanks again for having me.